from all around Geelong.
Welcome back, and there's 5 big other games on this afternoon, and this will be a beauty. It's up at the Quacker Dome. It's the Werribee Central's Centurions taking on the Tommy Tigers. And I go to you, Grubby. Your Centurions would want to be a much improved side from last Saturday.
Yeah, well, I'll have to
I know you've got injuries too, by the way.
Well, they have to be too, and I guess there isn't 5 other games on today either. There's one tomorrow, so...
Oh, fair enough, then.
We want to be, you know, fair income about it. But look, Werribee Centrals, I don't think the form of Werribee Centrals is the answer. The question is whether they get some players back or not. If they can get half a dozen players back at home, they can beat Thompson. But if they don't, Thompson aren't far out of the 8 either. They really need to keep winning, and they're not shot either. So it'll be a fantastic game. But I think if Werribee can get a few back, I think they can win down there.
I know you're very passionate about the Centurions. I heard your comments on the Pulse last Saturday afternoon, and as you said, you didn't mind the fact that they lost. It was the way they basically threw the towel in.
In the end, I probably got a little bit mixed up too, because when you get blokes that have come back and they're not fit and they're carrying injuries, they just run out of gas too. But basically what I said, I didn't actually say they threw the towel in, but what it was, given the injuries, it was still probably one of the most disappointing losses and the most poor efforts I've ever seen from a Werribee Central's footy club. But look, they'll bounce back. They're a great bunch of blokes and they'll bounce back.
Oh, well, we'll hope they do indeed. Eric, another game I'd like you to have a look at. It's at the Inverleigh Oval, and it is between the Inverleigh Hawks, yet to open their account in 2013. They take on the Anarchy Roos, and really, Anarchy cannot afford to drop any games between now and September.
Probably ridiculous to say, Dick, but they're playing the bottom side, but it's a danger game. Inverleigh, always a chance to win at home. Having said that, they haven't won one this year, but if the players get the belief in themselves, the ability to play out 4 quarters, they've played some very good 3-quarter games this year. So they'll be a big chance. But Anarchy, been in the top 5 for a number of weeks now, and they're very, very keen to hang on to that position. They dropped one last week. They thought they probably could have won, East at home. But from here on in, they win today. They've got a fantastic run home. They win today. They believe they can play in the finals and do well.
Well, as you say, they took it right up to Belpo, still in Belize, so you never know what might happen out there at the Railway Street ground. Out at the Belmont Lions Football Club at the Winter Resort, the Brian Coghlan Belmont Lions, they take on the North Geelong Magpies, and I know that Rosemary and I and Craig Curting from AFL Barwon are special guests of the Belmont Lions this afternoon. We're looking forward to that. And Grubby, I'll go to you. Can the Belmont Lions pull up an upset out at the Winter Resort?
No way, no. I was nearly going to say something I'm not supposed to say. No chance in hell of beating them today. Look, they've been disappointing. You've got to say, we thought Belmont Lions, we actually went to this game early in the year because we thought Belmont Lions, after a good first up win, were going to be all right. They got thumped that day and they're going to get thumped again today. And I hope, if you're the special guest, I hope you turn up before half time. You don't get there till 3 o'clock. What sort of a #1 ticket holder are you?
I'm always there.
You were there, weren't until 3 o'clock.
How would you know? You're in the commentary box.
You told me.
I could see your head poking over the
You
edge.
told me. I'm going for North Geelong. And look, they've been a bit lucky, North Geelong. They lose.
What do you mean lucky?
Well, they lose Paul Briggy and they replace him with Toby Biggs, who's not quite as good, but he's going to be as good. Sam Clark, look, he just did enough on Saturday, and hopefully he gets a bit of form back because he'll really give them some curry in the finals. I like him.
How would you like that Blake Podnar's haircut? How would you like that?
Yeah, well, I don't think it'll look too good on me. We might put it on Eric.
Eric and I just love to have hair, actually. That'd be very nice. It should be a great game indeed at the Belmont Lions this afternoon. And one thing about it, the host will look after us, and it's a great club because they look after their guests. Don't you worry about that. Out of the Ring Road Recreation Reserve, it's the Belpost Hill Panthers, who cannot be knocked off at this stage of the season, and they take on the Benny Fur Tigers. You don't you worry about that. 1925, when we were at Stonehaven Football Club. Eric, can Bennington pull off the impossible and upset of the round?
Well, it's probably not beyond them, Dick. They've had a topsy-turvy season, and that continued last week with a good win over Belmont. This week they're due not to play so well, but having said that, they have got the potential to upset any side. Belpost Hill, I don't really know what happened at Winch last week. 21 goals to 19. That's a real shootout, as you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, shootout at the gun club. We've heard it already.
Yeah, gags are coming everywhere. Yeah.
But that must have been a very tight game with very poor defence, in my view. I don't think Belpost are playing at their best week after week, but they've still got players who are coming back from injury. They're still going to be a powerhouse, and much and all, it'll be great for the game to see Bannockburn win today. I think it'll really be a tough job. I think Belpost might continue on their winning way.
Well, they should indeed. Now, tomorrow, Grubby, you know, you did think I was completely stupid. I forgot about the game on tomorrow, and it's out at the Kevin O'Leary Oval out there at East Geelong, and they take on the Winchelsea Blues. And by the way, Winchelsea played last week, and I'll probably go to you first, Eric, that you'd think by that shootout that East Geelong better watch themselves.
Oh, no doubt about that, Dick. I think it's a danger. Having said that, it's a crucial game for both clubs. East are third, Winchelsea, whilst they're ninth, they're only a game or so outside the top 5, so it's a big game.
East Geelong seem to be just finding some form at the right end of the season, Grubby, don't they? They're a danger.
Well, it's more than just form, Dick. It's pretty much the same, the exact opposite of Werribee Centrals.
There you go.
When Werribee Centrals played East Geelong, 6 weeks ago, Werribee Centrals beat them by nearly 20 goals because they didn't have any players playing for them, East Geelong. But they're starting to get theirs back. Blokes like Primke, Chalice is a champion footballer. They've all come back into the side. O'Toole had a couple of weeks off, and all of a sudden they're getting all their players back. Alan Johnson's another really good player, be the recruit of the year, I reckon. And they're just starting to get all their players back. Fantastic game to watch when we went out there as a night game early in the season, Eric, and I think East Geelong might just have too much. One thing I did forget to say before that interview with Blake Miller,
what's that?
We forgot to mention it was also with Joe Tchaikovsky, the coach. He was with Blake Miller and said a few things, so thanks to him for taking part, and thanks for letting us interview him as well.
Joe Tchaikovsky, I tell you what, I loved his music too.
Yeah.
I've been a classical music fan.
Well, you'd have only been a boy then, but...
You idiot, fair go, I don't know. Now, a couple of things happening. Of course, a tragedy that's been around local footy this week. If you didn't know about it, you must have been on planet Mars. But something terrible happened out at the South Parliament Footy Club, and a lot of good things going on. A lot of people starting to lift and come and support the club. Doesn't matter who your allegiance is. If it's going to happen to one of our local footballers, everybody gets involved, Grubby, don't they?
Yeah, look, I was talking to Scratcher, Ryan, out there at North Geelong on Saturday, and look, just as a token from the North Geelong Football Club, they're going to put up their gate against Belpost Hill. I think it is in 2 weeks. They're going to donate their gate to the Tatungi family, and hopefully all the other GDFL clubs, even though he was a GFL footballer, hopefully all the GDFL clubs just do a little bit for him and try and make his life a little bit easier.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And the thing is too, what we're saying to the people when they do come to that game, you're all probably thinking to yourself, oh, I've got a membership, it won't cost me anything to get in. Stick your membership cards in your pocket for one day. It's only $5 to watch local footy, and that $5 everyone can tip in will help a long way indeed. So put the membership cards away and tip some money in for this family, because his family and his girlfriend, the whole community really wants to get behind such a worthy cause. Don't you worry about that.
And all you North Geelong people that normally jump the fence, Jonesy and his mates, go around and pay for a change, you blokes.
Now listen, what happened last week? That Kev Murphy pinched my morning tea.
Well, I couldn't believe that. We go to the green room and there's nothing left. Well, I hope he does it again this morning, because I've got a little surprise for Kevy Murphy.
Have you?
Yeah, just have those little chocolate cakes, mate, because I've got a little bit of an ingredient that you might like. Had to squeeze me dog's throat to get it out of him, but so I hope you enjoy it, Kevy Murphy.
I couldn't believe we raced back into the green room, and just to see the tail of Murphy and what's his name, Pittman?
Yeah, and
Daryl Pittman and Benny Bennett taking off with me food, and I tell you what, I get a bit grumpy when they take me food.
Well, let's see them eat it this morning.
Yeah, see how they go now. We'll stick around for that show after this one, folks. Well, thanks for your company again. Hope your team wins this afternoon. Looking forward to a great afternoon, the courtesy of the Belmont Lions Footy Club. Take care, and we'll see you all again next Saturday morning. Bye.
Raiders from all around Geelong, I'm here to tell you how football is strong. Bounce the ball, let's get into it all until the final siren. No team can fall, fight to win, risking head and share.